All right. Got a call from an old friend, we used to be real close. Said he couldn't go on the American way, 'cause he shut and sold the house and bought a ticket to the West Coast. Now he gives them a stand-up routine in L.A. Ooh. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong. Don't get me wrong. Well, you can speak your mind, but not on my time. They would tell you you can't sleep alone in a strange place. Then they tell you you can't sleep with somebody else. I mean, sooner or later you sleep in your own space. Either way, it's okay, you wake up with yourself. Ooh. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright, yeah. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong. Well, don't get me wrong. Well, you can speak your mind, but not on my time. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. Ooh, yeah. Keep it to yourself, it's my life. Ooh. Hey, hey. Hello, everybody. Especially to those of you who already tuned in one time this week over on Friday to say happy birthday to Elton. Thank you for joining me again. It's good to be back up and doing this again. Happy Sunday. Let's say hi to some folks here. My friend Dave Rosado in Brazil. Yes, sir, I promise a trip to Brazil will eventually happen. I can't tell you when, but you can count on it, my friend. I don't know that one off the top of my head, Dave, but I do like Supertramp, and I think I know which song it is, but like I'm not familiar enough with it to go to take a stab at it. But I am going to look at Supertramp actually to make some backing tracks to freshen up my in-person gigging experience. So I'll be sure to brush up on that one and hopefully be able to include it in some future streams. Thank you. Silviu, joining us in Romania, I believe. Oh, thank you very much. It's not a bad health problem. I think I caught that COVID thing and it gave me some fatigue, and I mostly feel a lot better now. It compromises your ability to take a full deep breath sometimes. That's the only thing that stinks, and then it kind of wears you out to sing because it takes a lot of breath to sing. But I'm good. Thank you for your concern. It's great to see you again, sir. You Unlimited. Wow, excited to catch this live. First time in quite a while. Hey, Steve, hope you and your fans out there are doing well and having a wonderful day. Well, thank you very much. And I'm sure all the others wish you the same thing. Hey, Bill Hasty, R.I.P. to Taylor Hawkins. Yes, the drummer for the Foo Fighters. That was sad. And Bill Hasty, I just got to give a shout out to. I'm gonna do about 2 hours here, and then 2 hours after I finish here, I will be seeing Elton John here in my new hometown of Lincoln, Nebraska, which I didn't even know was happening because I've been so dialed into just the process of moving. And Bill emailed me last night and said, "Hey, I see Elton's going to be here in St. Louis where I live on Wednesday, and I saw that he's in Lincoln tomorrow. Are you going to go?" And I thought, oh my God, I didn't even know he was going to be here. So I just looked for curiosity because I assumed it was probably sold out. And luckily, just because of the fact that it's been rescheduled twice due to COVID, there were some seats left, and I got a decent one. So I'm heading out. I'm going to be seeing Elton John tonight here in Lincoln, Nebraska, in my new home, which is perfect because I just saw Billy Joel in my old home out in Las Vegas a couple weeks ago. So talk about things working out. So thanks, Bill, for bringing that to my radar. Moritz, you're on a heavy McCartney solo trip. Listen to what the man said, with a little luck or my love. Okay. I like all of those songs. The one I wish I knew well enough to try is with a little luck, we can work it out. With a little luck, but I'll forget how the rest of the song goes, but I love that one. But I will do My Love for you here in a little bit. Great request. I love McCartney solo. McCartney would have had an incredibly celebrated solo career by anybody's standards had he not had to follow the Beatles with it. So his music is incredibly underrated since he left the Beatles, just because the Beatles were so special. But I love Paul McCartney solo. He's one of my favorite people to just chill to. Tom Thumb. Can I play any Rod Stewart? Yeah, I think I can pull some Rod Stewart out of some mothballs for you. Thank you for the request. Let me think on it. There's a few possibilities. Hey, how you doing, Sharby? Yes, I am back. Am I in Lincoln Square Garden now? I think I'm going to call it Nebraska Square Garden. There was Nevada Square Garden. Now this is Nebraska Square Garden. Yes. Yes, I am in Nebraska Square Garden. And we'll dress the place up a little bit more here soon, too. I just haven't found all of my wall hangings and stuff yet. Big ships. How am I today? I went to the Elton John concert on March 11th in Dallas. It was amazing. My song request is, can I play Something About the Way You Look Tonight? Yes, I can. That's one I didn't have time to do at the Happy Birthday Elton show, so we'll be happy to throw that one in today. Okay, before I forget the stuff I've already promised to play, let me get cranking on some of it here. So we've got a little McCartney, a little Elton, and some Rod Stewart, I believe. So let me pull up some lyrics here. Okay. Let me see. I just got to find the right key here. Okay. This one goes back to about 1970, 71, something like that. And this was one of the beautiful songs that Paul McCartney wrote for his lovely soulmate, Linda. When I go away, I know my heart can stay with my love. It's understood. It's in the hands of my love. My love does it good. Whoa, 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 whoa. My love does it good. And when the cupboard's bare, I'll still find something there with my love. It's understood. It's everywhere with my love. My love does it good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All righty. So this one goes back to, I think 1997, maybe, if I'm doing my math correctly. There we go. Yeah, something like 97, 98, and Sir Elton put out an album called The Big Picture, and this was the single off of it, and I think it was kind of a minor, kind of a modest adult contemporary hit. I think it's a beautiful song. I think it didn't get the attention that it deserved. But the thing I've always loved about Elton, and the same thing that I love about Paul McCartney, is that they just keep going. They just keep putting new stuff out, and, it doesn't really matter if it's as popular with the broader public as what they did back in the day, because they do it because they're artists and because they still love to do it. And, I don't criticize Billy Joel for not making new records, because I think he just stopped enjoying the process. And I don't think anyone should do it just to please other people. You got to love what you're doing. But I personally hope that I never reach a point where the process of writing and making albums and all of that stops being fun for me. And I love that example set by Paul McCartney and Elton John in that regard. This is a great tune. Something About the Way You Look Tonight. I believe this was Big Ships asked for this. I can do that better. There was a time I was everything and nothing all at once. When you found me, I was feeling like a cloud across the sun, and I need to tell you how you light up every second of the day. But in the moonlights, you just shine like a beacon on the bay. Something about the way that you look tonight, it takes my breath away. It's the feeling I get about you deep inside, and I can't describe, but there's something about the way tonight takes my breath away. The way you look tonight, with a smile, you pull the deepest secrets from my heart. In all honesty, I'm speechless and I don't know where to start. And I can't explain, but there's something about the way you look tonight takes my breath away. The feeling I get about you deep inside, and I can't describe. There's something about the way you look tonight, takes my breath away. Something about the way you look tonight, it takes my breath away. The feeling I get about you deep inside, and I can't describe. There's something about the way you look tonight, takes my breath away. The way you look tonight, the way you look tonight, the way you look tonight, the way you look tonight. Tonight. All right. Rod Stewart. Well, I'm not the most well-versed person in Rod's sort of what I'd call classic repertoire back in the day. I know he was a huge sensation in the 70s, but I became more of a fan of Rod in the 80s, and then into the 90s he had some great music that I really liked. And one of my favorite things he ever did actually was a Van Morrison song that he put out when he did an Unplugged show. Remember when they used to do MTV Unplugged? Eric Clapton changed the world with his and all of that. Well, Rod Stewart did one, and he did a breathtakingly beautiful version of this song that's my favorite Van Morrison song. So hopefully this will qualify as a Rod Stewart song. Oops. Maybe I'll play it better than that, though. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. For the morning sun and all its glory creates the day my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and praise to the one, to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do, yeah. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. At the end of the day, we ought to give thanks and praise to the one, to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away my sadness, ease my troubles, it's what you do. Take away all my sadness, fill my life with gladness, ease my troubles, it's what you do. You take away my sadness, fill my heart with gladness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. All right, let's look for some more requests there. Curtis Music, how we doing? Can I play Sacrifice? Sure. Yeah, we can do that in a little bit. Unicorn Girl. You know, this brings up a good... I brought a couple of things with me today. The only theme that I brought with me today, it's almost all going to just be your request, but I brought a couple of songs I might do. The way I was going to put it is, there are these movies... See, I'm a child of the 80s. I was born in 1977... but I was a pop culture freak until about the mid-90s when I decided I didn't like pop culture anymore. I just checked out and quit growing. But I was totally into music, totally into movies, totally into TV, and I was a nerd for the stuff as a young kid. And what I've discovered is some of it hasn't aged that well. But there's a couple of, there's these movies that came out in the 80s that had phenomenal soundtracks. And the soundtracks have aged well and are so good that you kind of like remember the movie being good. And the movie's not that good, but the soundtrack is so good it makes you think the movie was good. And I have this fun chat about music from that era and movies from that era and that kind of stuff going with this friend of mine who I just saw in the comment feed. And it brings up so many fun memories. It's like a trip down amnesia lane every time. And I thought I'd bring this one up and try it out. This is off of the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. And I contend, while I highly doubt she agrees with me, but I contend that is a very mediocre movie with a very excellent soundtrack. I have a feeling that she erroneously believes that the movie's on par with the soundtrack. This one's by Patrick Swayze. She like the wind through my tree. She rides at nights next to me. Leads me through moonlight, only to burn me with the sun. She's taking my heart, she doesn't know what she's done. Feel her breath in my face, her body close to me. Can't look in her eyes, she's out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She like the wind. I look in the mirror and all I see is a young old man, only a dream. Am I just fooling myself that she'll stop the pain? Living without her, I'd go insane. Feel her breath in my face, her body close to me. Can't look in her eyes, she's out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind. Feel her breath in my face, body close to me. Can't look in your eyes, you're out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. All right. Grudgingly, I have to admit, I think that's kind of a good song. Even if it is by the naked bouncer from Roadhouse. Okay. Carrying on. Let's see. So his sacrifice is a request. Let's see. What else is happening here? Nice, Russ. Songs in the attic equipment. Awesome. Werewolves of London. Hi, Maddie. I can give that a try. I think I might be able to do at least some of it. WGF Piano. Hope you're well watching from England. Well, I'm even better knowing that you're in England watching. Thanks for staying up so late. Nice, Sharby. Yeah, I'll be looking to plan a New York trip this year sometime for sure, my friend. Okay, so we've got Sacrifice, Honesty, Werewolves of London, Vienna, Invisible Touch. Okay, got a lot of good ones here to choose from already. So let's do Sacrifice, and then we'll look at Werewolves of London, and then we'll look at Honesty and Vienna. I don't know why I ever even bother to bring music with me. You guys always take care of the set list, and you do a great job. Okay. I wonder, I'm going to try it with a different piano, with a different patch. I don't know whether I'll like it on this or not, but he actually recorded this on like more of a... He recorded this on more of an electric piano. It's a human sign when things go wrong, when the scent of a lingers, temptation strong, into the boundaries of each married man. Sweet deceit comes calling, negativity lands, cold, cold hearts, hard done by you. Some things look better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. It's two hearts living in two separate worlds, and it's no sacrifice, no sacrifice, it's no sacrifice at all. Mutual misunderstanding after the fact. Sensitivity builds a prison in the final act. We lose direction, no stone unturned, no tears to damn you when jealousy burns. Cold, cold hearts, hard done by you. Some things look better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. Two hearts living, two separate worlds. And it's no sacrifice, no sacrifice, no sacrifice at all. Cold, cold hearts, hard done by you. Some things look better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. It's two hearts living, two separate worlds. And it's no sacrifice, no sacrifice, no sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. It's no sacrifice at all. All right, we're going to do this one next by request because I got two Billy Joel songs. I'll do this one, then I'll do a different artist, and then I'll come back and do the second Billy Joel one. Break it up a little bit. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? Won't you hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. Got so much to do, only so many hours in a day. Hey, hey, hey. I love it when I make mistakes like that on songs I've played 4,000 times. Sometimes I can just play right through it. Other times I get completely lost. I can't remember the words. I don't know what to do except just start over. So I apologize. We're going to do a take two. This is very live. You guys get a chance to see what it's like to actually be me. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? Won't you hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do, only so many hours in a day. Hey, when only when the truth is told, you can't be everything you wanna be before your time, although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself, you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride. Don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, don't imagine they'll all come true. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? For a while, it's alright, you can afford to lose a day or two. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? You know when the truth is told, you'll get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? All right. Let me see if I can establish a key on this one. I'm familiar enough with this song, I feel like I can do at least some of it, but I don't really know how to start it, and I don't really know how to end it. But I might get the middle part right. I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand. Now, ooh, well, ooh. It's probably better like here. Okay, so let's see how we do. 2, 3, 4. Walking through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for a place called Lee Ho Foods. Gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Now, ooh, werewolves of London. Now, ooh, werewolves of Los Angeles. Little old lady got mutilated. Wait, oh, excuse me. If you see him howling around your kitchen door, better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Brian De Palma again. Now, ooh, werewolves of London. Now, ooh. granted, ran amok in Kent. Lately he's been overheard in Mayfair. Better stay away from him. Rip your lungs out, yeah. Rip your lungs out, jam. Now, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. Now, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. I saw a werewolf trying to buy a used car at Del Mar. It was a bloody red Coupe de Ville. He said he was driving down to Mexico, gonna kill somebody in a film or something. I saw Lon Chaney walking with the Queen, doing the Werewolves of London. I saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the Queen. Saw Jackson Brown walking slow down the avenue. You know his heart is perfect, doing the Werewolves of London. Oh, yeah. I saw a werewolf drinking a Perrier and Trader Vic's. His hair was perfect. Oh, yeah. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh. I don't know. That would get me maybe a C minus. That's okay. I think it's a passing grade. Okay. Next request that I have to honor goes like this. It goes back to 1978. One of my all-time favorite songs by Billy Joel, and the first one I ever saw him perform live. It was at a show with Elton John in 1994, first time I saw either one of them. They opened with Elton's Your Song. It was just the two of them at the pianos before they brought the bands out. And they went into this lovely number by Mr. Joel next. So this is the first Billy Joel song I ever saw Billy Joel sing in person. If you search for tenderness, it isn't hard to find. You can add the love you need to live. If you look for truthfulness, my justice will be blind. It always seems to be so hard to give. Such a lonely world. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you. When I'm criminy. I should have brought the lyrics up for this. Gosh, this is pretty embarrassing. Again, I've played this like 1,000 times. That COVID crap creates a little brain fog. Okay, there it is. And of course, I'm looking at that line going, my God, how did I forget that? Why don't we just... You get to see me screw 2 Billy Joel songs that I've performed 100,000 times up, and you're going to get to see me do both of them on a redo, because I just can't accept that from myself, not on the easy ones. If you search for tenderness, it isn't hard to find. You can have the love you need to live. If you look for truthfulness, you might just as well be blind. It always seems to be so hard to give. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you. I can always find someone to say they sympathize if I wear my heart out on my sleeve. I don't want some pretty face to tell me pretty lies. All I want is someone to believe. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you. I can find a lover, I can find a friend, I can have security until the bitter end. Anyone can comfort me with promises again. I know when I'm deep inside of me, don't be too concerned. I won't ask for nothing while I'm gone. When I want sincerity, tell me where else can I turn? You're the one that I depend upon. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard, and mostly what I need from you. Right on. Hey, thanks, Stephen. I appreciate that. Hey, Dan. Oh, I, off the top of my head, I don't know any Jerry Rafferty. I mean, I've heard some of his stuff, but like I couldn't fake it right now. I'm not familiar enough with the songs to give it a crack. And I've never been good at Bruce Hornsby. I've tried well, you know what? Let me try a little bit of that for you. And I've also got some Genesis coming your way, guys, by request. This will hardly be like really authentic, but let me see if I'm in the right key. I think I was better off here. Just the way it is, way it is. Okay, yeah. So I'm just finding the right key here, guys. I've always liked this song. I've never sat down and really tried to learn the intricacies of it, but I think I can accomplish some level of fakery on it. This was a hit back in the 80s for Bruce Hornsby, who is an incredibly talented and gifted pianist with a lot of jazz roots. I'm more of a blues boogie roots, soul, blues, boogie, maybe even country-ish roots kind of guy. So I have limited jazz chops, but I learned enough about it. But I love Bruce Hornsby has amazing voicings that he uses with his chords. Catches poor old lady's eyes just for son says, get a job, yeah. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe them? Hey, little boy, you can't go where the other way. Said, hey, little boy, you can't go where the others go, 'cause you don't look like they do. Said, hey, old man, how can you stand and think that way? You really think about it. Well, you made the rules. He said, son, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. So that's just the way it is. But don't you believe them? To keep booze away, got a little more, but it only goes so far. the color barn. Oh, yeah. So that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I'll be winning any awards for that, but we made it through without completely getting lost. Okay, so this one by request, this is one of my favorite bands. It's gone through a lot of a lot of different versions of itself, not so much with personnel, although it has had some change in personnel, but mostly just in its identity. Started out as a very progressive rock group. They were trying to do really, really adventurous music stuff. 10-minute, 12-minute, 20-minute songs, really, really advanced chord changes, strange arrangements, that kind of stuff. And then over the course of time, they got better. They had always tried to put out, 2, 3 or 4 minute songs as singles, as in addition to these adventurous things. But their singles weren't very accessible for a long time. And then they finally started to get kind of good at it. And then they became one of the most commercially successful bands of the 80s after having been kind of an underground, just kind of an underground cult favorite in the 70s. The band's called Genesis, and of course they sounded an awful lot like Phil Collins because he was their lead singer. So this was their biggest hit in 1986. It was the title track to an album that had like 5 or 6 hit singles. It was really quite the smashing success. And it's called Invisible Touch, and I'll see if I can work my way through this one. 2, 3, 4. Well, I've been waiting here so long, but thinking nothing could go wrong. Oh, now I know she has a built-in ability to take everything she sees, and now it seems I'm falling gold. She seems to have an invisible touch. Yep, she reaches in and grabs right hold of you all. She seems to have an invisible touch. Yep, just the same. And now I know she has a built-in ability. Take everything she sees. And now it seems I've fallen more. She seems to have an invisible touch. Yep, she reaches in, grabs right hold of your heart. She seems to have an invisible touch. Yep, it takes control, slowly tears you apart. She seems to have an invisible touch. She seems to have an invisible touch. She seems to have an invisible touch. She seems to have seems to have an invisible touch. Yep, it takes control, slowly tears you apart. Seems to have an invisible touch. Yep, takes control, slowly tears you apart. All right. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. It's nice of you to say. I don't feel like I've got very much control over it today. It's still, I'm a lot better, but I still feel like I have a little bit of gunk in my sinuses and in the back of my throat that's making it a little unsteady. But thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. It's good to be here. You Unlimited. He's flattering me. He wants to hear one of my songs. Yeah, I will be happy to play that. Douglas Fuqua says, hey, Steve and everybody. Getting here late. Sending out emails and responding. Busy for a Sunday. Hey, got to do what you got to do. Thanks, Susie Wheeler. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I know it looks like the only thing I ever want to wear is black, but I actually am a big blue fan. I have blue eyes. Nice, Dave. I love that. Count on it. So Dave Rosado wants to know if I play My Way, which I assume means Frank Sinatra. And yes, I do. Haven't done it in a while. One of my favorite songs of all time. This was actually written for Frank Sinatra by Paul Anka. And now the end is near, and so I face final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway. and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubts, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what's a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Oh yes, you know I did. I did it my way. Thanks, Dave. Bill wants to know if I got a different mixing board or something. No, I just think I got the levels good. Same stuff I've been using, but I'm in a little bit different room. This is a bigger room, which you wouldn't think with amplified music where it's coming straight out of the mic and into your headphones or whatever would make that much of a difference. But there is a longer distance for a much longer, by probably 10 feet, for the sound to travel that direction and then bounce back and come. So any sound waves that are hitting the microphone on the way back
are traveling from a longer distance. They're getting a chance to reverberate longer, and that might be having an impact, even though I'm using it at basically the same settings that I've had before. So, great question. Alistair says, sorry I missed the Elton John birthday bash. I was on a school camping expedition, feeling tired, but I want to listen to the music. Could you play Laura? Yeah, I could do that for you, and no problem. It's out there for you to watch on the replay, my friend. Benjamin says, hey, Steve, been ages since I was able to attend one of your streams. Managed to find the time to do your piano courses, though. If possible, could you play This Night by Billy Joel? Okay, so I got a couple of Billy Joel deep cuts. I'm going to look for a few more requests that I can mix in between with them, and then we'll get those as well. I do not know how to say your name properly, so I'm going to do you the honor of not butchering it, and I apologize. It says, yo, Steven, I'd like to thank you because I just finished your Goodbye Yellow Brick Road tutorial, and now I can play it. I love Elton John, too, and your tutorials are gold. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that someone's out there watching and enjoying it, and you're coming from Belgium. Fantastic. Late night for you. Thanks for staying up to watch. Okay. Dawson Rogers, you're going to have to catch the replay, but wanted to stop for a second. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it, kiddo. Okay. Just checking to see what else I've got for requests. So I got Laura, This Night. Looks like Skyline Pigeon and Empty Garden are both out there as well. So what I will do is I'll play Laura. Now, I warn you, this has a very naughty word in it, the naughtiest of naughty words, which I'm not saying that I don't use it. I do, but I normally don't use it on camera. But, you know, the song's the song. So I hope this doesn't destroy your image of me as a beacon of positivity and love. I am those things too. This came off of Billy Joel's 1982 album called The Nylon Curtain, and it's there's a lot of music on that reminds me of the Beatles, and to me this was very sort of John Lennon-y. So kind of a cool song, kind of a creepy song in a way, but it's very effective. It's called Laura, and it's about guilt. Sorry, I got to remember the little intro here.
Laura calls me in the middle of the night, passes on her time. All her life is been one long disaster. Then she tells me she suddenly believes she's seen a very good sign. She'll be taking some aggressive action. I find her was while she's slamming the doors in my face. Oh, 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 yeah. Failure to break was the only mistake that she made. Oh, 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 here I am. Here I am, feeling like a fucking fool. Do I react the way exactly she intends me to? Every time I think I'm a fool, she makes me lose my cool. I'm her machine. She can punch all the keys, she can push any button I was programmed through. Laura calls me, but she needs a good fix. All her questions will get sympathetic answers. I should be so immunized to all of her tricks. She's surviving on her second chances. Sometimes I feel like this Godfather deal is all wrong. Oh, whoa, whoa. How can she hold an umbilical cord for so long? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa. I've done everything I can. What else am I supposed to do? I'm her machine. She can punch all the keys. She can push any button I was programmed through. Laura loves me, even if I don't care. That's my problem. That's her sacred absolution. If she had to, she would put herself in my chair. Even though I faced electrocution, she always says I'm the best friend she's ever had. Oh, whoa, whoa. How do you hang up on someone who needs you that bad? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay. So, there was a request for one of my songs. This came off of my 2018 record. That was called, the album was called Keep This Party Rollin'. And this was my take at a lovey-dovey song for people who've been together for a while. And it's called Everything You Do. It's one of my favorite tracks on the record. Here we go. I love the way you wear a ponytail when you feel lazy. stash of chocolate you keep hitting for when you're feeling crazy. I love those worn out flannel pants you like to wear at night. How every time I'm eating something sweet, you steal a bite. I love the way that music gets you dancing without shame, and how much you just gotta win when we're playing a game. I love that look that you give me when you want me to stay. When I think about it, girl, what I'm trying to say is I love everything you do. Yes, I do. And I love I'm the one with you. I love the way you decorate for every new occasion, and how you take 1,000 pictures on each new vacation. I love that you still love to go make angels in the snow, and how you send a birthday card to everyone you know. I love the times you want to wear my worn out baggy shirt, and even after all these years together, you still love to flirt. And I love the times that we both laugh till we're both in tears. I know that I will still feel the same way in 30 years. I love everything that you do. You know I do. And I love that I'm the one with you. And I don't care where we're going, and I don't care what we do. If we're together, I'll be falling more in love with you. I love everything you do. Oh, I do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Oh, I love everything you do. You know I do, yeah. And I love that I'm the one with you. Yes, I do. With you. I love to be with you. I love to be the one with you, yeah, yeah. I love to be the one with you. All right, thank you for that. It's always a pleasure to play one of my own songs, especially when it's by request. Makes me feel like a famous rock star. Here's one that was requested. I played this on Friday as well, but one of the most beautiful pieces of music anyone's ever written in pop music. This is called Skyline Pigeon by Sir Elton. Very, very early in his career, 1969. Turn me loose from your hands. What am I doing? I can't do anything without lyrics today. I just have a little bit of brain fog. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I shouldn't trust myself without lyrics. I can't remember my own name today. Turn me loose from your hands and let me find a distant land over green fields, trees and mountains, flowers, forest fountains, home along the lakes of the skyway, for this dark and lonely room projects a shadow cast in gloom, and my eyes are mirrors of the world outside, thinking of the way that the wind can turn the tide. These shadows turn from purple into gray, but just this skyline pigeon dreaming of the open, waiting for the day he could spread his wings, fly away again, fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Let me wake up in the morning to the smell of new mown hay, laugh and cry, live and die in the brightness of my day. Wanna hear the pealing bells, distant churches sing. Most of all, please free me from this aching metal ring, and open out this cage toward the sun. Just a skyline pigeon dreaming of the open, waiting for the day he could spread his wings, fly away again, fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it just a little bit early. I'm going to do one last song here, and I'm only doing this because I need to grab a bite to eat, and then I'm going to catch an Uber over to the event tonight, because I don't want to be late. It's going to be busy there, so I'm going to play one more song, and then we're going to call it quits 5 or 10 minutes early, just so that I can have a little extra time to get some food and drink in me before I go off for the evening. But had a few people asking if I could do this, and I'm going to have to do the cheat version where I sing it a little lower and leave the falsetto out and replace it with something else, which is what Elton's doing now. This seems like the appropriate thing to close with, because the show I'm going to go see tonight is called Farewell Yellow Brick Road. So we'll end our show tonight on this, and then I'll tell you all about the show next Sunday when we come back. So thanks for being with me. It's fun to do. I love doing your requests and all of that stuff, and it's fun to play in this room. This room and I are getting to know each other, and so far we both seem to like it. And I think that we're going to grow together a lot over the years. So thanks for being here. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? Should have stayed on the farm. Should have listened to my old man. You know you can only forever. I didn't sign up with you. I'm not a present for your friends to own. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. Oh, 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 oh. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't let me in your penthouse, going back to my plow, back to the howling old island woods, hunting the honeyback toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. Oh, whoa. What do you think you'll do then? Eventually shoot down your plane. It'll take you a couple of vodka and tonics to set you on your feet again. Maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. The mongrels who ain't got a penny, singing for tidbits like you on the ground. Oh, oh, oh. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse, going back to my plow, and back to the howling old island woods, hunting the honeyback toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. Oh, oh, oh. Thanks, everybody. See you next week. Hopefully I'll feel even better, but I've recovered a lot since the worst of it at the beginning of last week. So Thanks so much for your support. Remember, if you're a musician, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. For all of us, remember to give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. Make it count, folks. We don't know when this ride comes to an end. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you next week.